Hello and welcome to another edition of Cold Can Reviews. I'm your host Ian, and today we're going to be trying Frank's Sweet Kraut with caraway seed. I don't have an intro, so we're gonna move to the box now. So we'll see you there. Alrighty, so here we have it. So this is Frank's Sweet with Caraway Seed Bavarian Style Kraut. Not quite sure what Bavarian style is in comparison to normal style. I do know that sweet means it tastes sweet, and caraway seeds means it has caraway seeds. But beyond that, I don't really quite know. Now, if you're not aware, which I'm sure everybody is, kraut is just fermented cabbage, which is there. So this is produced by Frank's, obviously, which is then produced by the Fremont Company out of Fremont, Ohio. This is the original company that has owned this. They've just expanded a little bit into a distribution company. They also have a couple different sister brands. Snow Floss Cabbage is another sister brand. They also make sauerkraut. They also have a barbecue sauce line named Mississippi Barbecue that for some reason when I was researching this can, it was actually a German website, and all the information I could really find about it seems that it's very popular overseas, and I don't think I've seen it in the United States at least. They also have a line that is just normal pickled items, which is pretty standard to this. This is a pretty well decorated can. Got quite a bit of information on here. You have a whole recipe list here for a Reuben, which is a pretty popular sandwich in the United States for sauerkraut. Standard nutritional facts, nothing really outstanding about this. 14-ounce can comes out to 198.5 calories for the whole can, and it's 13.2333 repeating servings in this whole can. What I did find quite interesting is that this is 5 ingredients. Their standard kraut is 3 ingredients. The sweet with caraway seeds obviously adds sugar and caraway seeds, but just cabbage, water, salt. Little factory date code there. Best by date's only 10/26, which I purchased this in mid-July, so that's most likely due to the fact that it has no preservatives beyond salt and the standard fermented cabbage. So it's a pretty interesting can, not a whole lot going on, which is always refreshing to see with canned goods because sometimes they are jam-packed of different things. One thing I found while researching that I thought was quite interesting is that this is still made by hand for, all of the food processing, I'm assuming, up to canning. They're probably mechanically canning this, but they're very proud of their low ingredients, and they're very customer interactive. They have a good consumer base. They want to be members of the community in Fremont, which is, it's exciting to see companies that really care about their products. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this open. I'm gonna go ahead and lay down a safety towel because I don't want to make a huge mess in this relatively nice poster board. All right, we got our standard can opener today. A little bit of a hiss there. Let's hope it's not jammed full of water. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's not completely full of water at all. That looks great. Fantastic. Immediately you can see right on the top just some caraway seeds here too. So they're definitely in there. And this thing is jam-packed. I'm trying to separate this one caraway seed. Where's the camera? That kind of worked. Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and switch this camera back around and we'll get to reviewing it. All right, well, let's try some of this sauerkraut. It's dripping all over the desk. Let's see. Does that work? Who knows? pretty classic sweet style sauerkraut. Pretty good crunch on this. Well shredded. It's a good flavor. I think the caraway seeds is a good addition. I'm not sure if I've ever had sauerkraut with caraway seeds in it, but I do quite like it. It's good sauerkraut. Well grown cabbage. It's no complaints so far. This can is definitely packed full of food, which is great. I'm really happy to see that. I mean, it's not very calorically dense, so it's not like it's too much food, but it's great to see that there's just, so much in here, and they're not just skimping out on product size. This is a very good can so far. Oh, there goes that. All right, last bit of the can here. I'm sure it's way too bright, but I've never seen this on a can before where there's a white strip going down the inside of the can. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like it's the seam where the can is bound. Not sure who produced this can. Yeah, there's no sort of date code. There's no manufacturing code on the inside of the can underneath the label, so I don't know. But it is interesting. I haven't seen that before, but it's definitely right on the seam of the can. That was a very pleasant can compared to last time the video that you saw and the last time the video that you didn't see in between, which were both not fun. That was fantastic. Yeah, I would thoroughly recommend that. I'm probably going to get more of these just to have on hand because that would be a great snack. I think it would be fantastic on hot dogs if you're into that kind of thing. It kind of reminded me of relish a little bit. I think it'd be great on a Reuben sandwich if you like Reuben sandwiches, but that was a great can. Very happy with Frank's. I'll have to try more of their stuff, see if it all holds up, and maybe some of their sibling brands as well. Well, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys soon with something else. If there's anything that you would like to see in particular, leave a comment down below and I'll try to add to the list. Thanks again.